Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.
It's about time I found out what I made of. Know that I've got greatness in my makeup. I'ma take a chance. I don't give a damn if I'm afraid or scared to do it. Gotta play my hand. Gotta face the fear and act like it's nothing to it. Do it.
So, hello everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Premium Smoke Room and Causin Havoc with your wonderful, pretty, blonde, sexy ass host, Princess Havoc. What's up, girl?
Hey. Yo, it has been a week and I've been looking forward to this all day. So this is the highlight of we're doing this on a Wednesday? No, Tuesday. Because I don't know my days. We usually it threw me off we didn't do it on Sunday. Anyway.
Yeah.
And I brought two special guests today too. And now, first, y'all all know who these people are, but you probably don't know one of them. So one of them's face. The queen of BBWs, Miss Platinum Pussy. Y'all know her gorgeousness.
Hey.
And
Godmother.
the incomparable
Untangling my ears. Sorry.
People, she's the godmother of the BBW game. Let's make that clear. Let's give her her roses. She's the godmother of BBW game. Okay, now shut up.
It's true. It's
18
true.
years.
Yeah. So we have our Miss Platinum Pussy with us, and we also have Ty Strokes of the DMV head crew and Chameleon Entertainment. Say hi, Ty.
Hello, what's going on?
And back up, because all we see is the top of your forehead.
Oh, is that better?
I don't want to see your nose. Back up.
What?
Better.
Is that better? I can't be too far back. Hello, everyone. I know I never do these things.
Hello.
I'm so
He does
exclusive.
it.
I'm exclusive and reclusive all in one.
I'm surprised you even got his ass up here. That's a shock. I was like, I saw the names. I said, wait a second, did you just say Ty Strokes? What the fuck? When did you?
I
know
told
it's a
you,
rarity.
Bobby,
You got two legends in the damn room.
I told you, Bobby, I would come on your
three of
podcast.
my favorite people in the same place. I'm like today right now. So, I want to jump into it because we're gonna do some chit chatting. But I want, Miss Pussy, can you tell everybody who you are and why you are who you are? The fabulousness.
Well, I can't tell you why, but it's just natural. But I am Carrie, aka Carrie Anthony Platinum Pussy, Queen of BBW. I've got a whole mantra of names, but I've been in the business 18 years. And an advocate for body positivity, size acceptance, and BBW adult entertainment. I've been a part of and the creator of several BBW projects that have helped, in my opinion, mold more opportunities for, and because I've been in the business for so long, like over time, I've worked on projects that have helped create more opportunities for plus size performers, which was really all my goal. I never really wanted to be a performer. It was just one of those things where, it happened naturally. And when you can't find anybody else to be in front of the camera, you depend on yourself. So here I am.
You're that I can do what I do today. And I want to thank you.
You are so welcome. And that appreciation and the homage for the Trailblazers, I didn't do it by myself. There are certainly other performers and other companies and other people that are responsible for making those opportunities happen. But I am happy to say that I'm a part of a small portion of those efforts. And, porn has changed a lot in 18 years. A lot of things have changed. And one of the things that I think makes me unique is I've been able to stay resilient and bound, like nothing changes for me. Like I change with the times.
Right.
And that is key when you're in the entertainment industry. That is key to being successful and remaining relevant. Is when OnlyFans came out, it was big. It was huge for me because I came from a period of doing websites and clip stores and webcams, and then OnlyFans changed the game where you don't have to hit someone up and be like, "Hey, do you shoot BBWs?" Now you just shoot yourself. So
Right. Which we need to talk after the show, by the way. I had a development we need to talk about. Anyway.
Can I can
So
I can I
very
can I
exciting
interject?
highlight. Huh?
Can I interject?
Of course.
All right, she's selling herself a little short.
A lot short, if you ask
Yeah,
me.
okay, all right. She's being real humble and
Yes,
selling
she
herself a
is. She
little
really
short.
is.
So I've known her for probably about the whole time she's been in the industry. I think we go back to Yahoo Group days.
I think so.
But
Yeah, actually, because that's when I first ran across her.
yeah,
And that booty,
I
so
used
that
to post.
infamous
I
booty.
used to post everywhere, every Yahoo group. If I could get in, I was posting. You was
now,
gonna hear
But
about
they were
platinum
the
pussy.
yeah,
days then.
now besides some BBWs that ran some sites in New York back in the day, Platinum has been the most consistent. You know, one of the individuals that everyone is not going to agree with her methods, but the consistency shows. She's had a house and put people on. She's done a whole lot of things for a whole lot of
Look, I'm
women.
just gonna say this real quick.
Back up time.
Roxanne Miller quoted and said part of the reason
Uh,
why she got a cam house over there in Romania was because of platinum pussy, seeing what she was doing over here in America. Let's make that clear. She was the only BBW cam house in all of the net
true.
and had it popping. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like when I look at platinum, she helped push the BBW game along, not only by giving knowledge to girls, but also giving them opportunities. Had a hand in the awards shows. She
Yep.
had and won awards. Let's make that clear. She's an award winner.
Yes.
Period.
Award winning.
People do not respect experience like they should. You get what I'm
Correct.
saying? Because I'm sorry, if this woman has a treasure trove of knowledge when it comes to the porn industry, and that's facts.
Every conversation that her and I have had, even from when we met the very first time at Exotica last year, it has always been every time she's talked to me, she's like, try this. This will work for you. Some kind of something to try and do to always be better. And I was like, that's someone I need to be around because I always want to be better. And I need to roll with someone who always wants to be better. Because that's the only way that you can be the best is to always want to be better.
It's the only way that you're able to stay consistent is that you have to understand that what you did yesterday may not work for today. So you have to always be willing to learn something new. And for me, I am humble because I appreciate being still relevant. I appreciate this opportunity. I also understand easy come, easy go.
Right.
So hard work for me is nothing new. It's nothing that'll ever change. Um, I've made mistakes. I was just telling her before we came on here, I'm the first to admit that I've
Mhm.
made mistakes. I am not perfect, but I think overall, I have a big heart and I've just wanted to see other women take this opportunity and turn it into something amazing, beautiful. Like I really want to, help women become the Lizzos of porn, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, because it seemed like to me, you understood the balance of being pushing yourself at the same token, being humble enough to push the next lady. And a lot of
Oh,
females don't
absolutely.
know how to do that. How was you able to balance that? Because sometimes you push the other ladies more than you push yourself, or you push yourself more than you push the other ladies.
It's hard. When I was doing the house, that was one of the biggest mistakes that I made is I really put my own career on hold, and I was so I wanted to find someone to become the next queen of BBW. Like my whole goal was to turn this empire inside out, make it great, and then just be like, here, it's all yours now. You be the queen of BBW, and I'll fall back. I'll be a webmaster. I'll be a photographer. I'll be a videographer. I'll do all the things that I love to do behind the scenes. And unfortunately, what I found is that nobody has, or I haven't found anybody. I don't want to say nobody has it, but I haven't found anyone that has that same passion like I do. I have a passion for this. I've made massive sacrifices. You know, I have family members that don't deal with me anymore. Not that I give a fuck, but you know what I'm saying? This is what Princess was talking to me about yesterday. It's like, you know, you make sacrifices to be
Yeah.
who you are and to do what you do. And so when someone attacks me in the industry, now I don't take it personal. I don't give a fuck. You can say what you want. But back in the day, I took it real personal because, you know, I took time away from my kids. I have
Right.
family members
Yeah,
that I had to sacrifice. I have
true.
relationships that I had to sacrifice. I sacrificed my job. Like a lot of things I've had to give up to make this possible. So when someone is negative or attacks me or is like, "Oh, you did
It's a
this or you
your
did that."
personal attack.
Right.
Mhm.
Now I don't care. Like I told you, I've got tough skin. Like now I'm just like, okay, keep wherever you heard that rumor from, go hear it again. Like, yeah,
Right.
okay.
Right. Exactly.
But there was a time that I was very vulnerable and sensitive, and like because I worked so hard to do good things for people, I took it real hard when someone would be like, "Oh, she's a scam artist," or "She did this," or "She did that," and I'd be like, "Really, really?"
Oh, yeah, let's keep it. We keep it 100 in the premium smoke room. I know what she's saying because I've seen it. I've seen the beef that she had to deal with. And I tell people this all the time. They don't know how to handle somebody about their business.
Right.
Nope.
They want people to kiss ass. They want people to be, but when you're stern about your business, people don't know how to handle that. So they automatically lump you into being an asshole or lump you into being this.
And it's a
I'm gonna
problem
tell you.
because if it was a man doing the same thing, they'd be like, "Oh, what a good businessman." We get called
uh,
bitches when we're like that. Yes, Ty, you're a troll. You don't count.
I don't.
Well, I will say this. I feel like the difference between being that you brought it up, the difference between men in this business and women in this business is when you're dealing with other models and you're referring to female performers, the competition, the competitiveness is extremely real.
Yeah.
For me, there
Yes.
is no competition, not because I think I'm better, but because I'm in my own lane. I created my own lane, so you can have your lane. You can drive as fast or as slow as you want to. I'm doing my own thing. And a lot of people misconstrue the difference between someone thinking that they're better or just staying the fuck out of your way. You
Mm,
know I don't shoot hardcore anymore. So whoever wants to shoot that, that's your lane. I'm
mm.
doing the whole MILF thing. I'm doing the whole fetish thing. Like I'm on a whole different level. I'm doing the ass worship thing because I got a big badonkadonk.
Yo,
Yes,
I
you do.
love a good face. Oh, I love a good face sitting. I've got where that is like when I have face sitting. Yes, I can. Come here. Come here. If you die, you die.
Right. I guess it's a
But
good way to go.
that's the thing that porn has done for me because 2 years ago I would have been like, but I might be too I might be too big. Now I'm like, you've seen me. If you die happy. Let's go.
Bitch, I get paid by the pound.
Right.
Because I mean, people don't realize how much the BBW game was the trendsetter for porn itself. Majority of
Absolutely.
first content creators was BBWs.
They didn't ask Tara
Absolutely.
Patrick to be sitting
Yeah,
on some
Platinum Pussy is one of the first ones. She was one of the first BBW that had a site. Let's keep it 100.
yeah,
Period. It,
yep.
just like with me, the reason why, because I got lumped into, like I might hear the skinny girl and she'd be like, well, why do you want to shoot with me? Oh, I see you got big girls. And I'm like, well, I can't help that the big girls was the ones that wanted to do content. You skinny girls didn't want to do that. Y'all want to go to Hollywood and get paid. Period. And the BBW was the one that got the jump on having sites. They were the one that got the jump on the content creation era.
But
Period.
see,
Because I can think, go
not
ahead.
It's not even like we got the jump on it, but that's because the mainstream sites wouldn't feature us. So we said, fuck you, we'll do it our own way.
Basically.
Absolutely.
And now you've got people like Brazzers that are starting to feature bigger girls now. They see the big girl money and they want the big girl money. So do we embrace that and go be featured on sites like Brazzers and Bang Bus? Or do we say you didn't want us before, you don't want us now, fuck off?
Well, you got to
No,
be
go
honest
get
with
that
yourself.
bag.
Of course,
Go
get that
get
back.
that bag. Go get the
Yeah.
fucking bag. The only way that they're gonna shoot more BBWs is if they continue to have BBWs to shoot with. So my advice, go get that fucking bag. If Brazzers wants to shoot you, if Bang Bros wants to shoot you, if Red Light District, Adam and Eve, whoever it is, Digital Playground, go fucking get that bag. Get that exposure. I am all about expanding, spreading your wings, but just remember that's not going to be the catapult into making more money. You don't put all of that responsibility on shooting for a company, but you definitely go get that bag, and that creates opportunities for other people.
Right.
Yeah. Because if it
Now,
wasn't for Sophie Rose doing Brazer and making money with her, now they gonna start looking at BBWs because about making money. Go ahead, I'm
back
sorry.
up. Start with Sam 38G. She was the first
My
one.
bad. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
Yes.
Sam, a lot of people are giving a lot of credit to Sophia Rose, but Sam 38G
Yeah.
was the first to shoot with
Was.
most of the major mainstream companies, if not all of them.
Yeah.
So I'm not that I have anything against Sophia Rose. There's no hate there. I'm not trying to throw shade. It's just, if we're
No,
gonna quote
fact,
BBW porn history, let's quote it correctly
yeah, facts is fact.
and give the real
That's why I'm
queen, the
glad she
real
on here. Just
queen.
see, that's why I'm glad Platinum on here, because she gonna tell you the really real. Who
Gonna
more
keep
to
it
know
straight.
than her? Straight
Uh-huh.
up.
It's like, for me, it's not personal, it's business. And the business is that, if you go back and look at history, Sam 38G was around long before any of
Yeah.
us. And
Yes.
she opened up a lot of doors and shot with a lot of companies and made a lot, like, honestly, opportunities started with her.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like her, Carla Lane, April
Yeah.
Flores, then I slid in and, I made some opportunities. And, for me, I did things differently. They all did mainstream. They shot for companies and did a whole bunch of DVDs. I did not do that. And a lot of people try to take away my experience because they're like, oh, you didn't shoot that many DVDs. I personally chose, after my last shoot with a popular BBW porn company, which I will not name, I chose to discontinue shooting hardcore scenes or shooting with other people, like not necessarily hardcore, but like with other companies, because of that experience. So that was just my choice. And that was because I don't like walking on set and not having a clear itinerary of who I'm shooting with before I get there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to show up and they're going to be like, hello, here's John Doe whipping out his
No.
dick. And that's how a lot of these sets work. So that doesn't work for me. I'm too much of a control freak. And so I decided to shoot, and it was fake. I didn't want to shoot fake porn. I wanted to shoot where I am genuinely attracted to somebody and we are fucking because we really want to fuck. And so that's what I
Yeah.
did. I found me a little side guy that wasn't in the industry and I fucked him a lot on my own shoots. It was great.
I've got a couple of local guys I can call when I feel like shooting that'll stay tested and always perform, no issues. Yeah, it's sometimes it's
Well,
the option.
here's what I found a problem with. A lot of the guys that are in the industry as male talent have a lot of fucking going on, whether it's personal, professional,
That part.
lifestyle, escorting. They're just doing too much. And a situation came about, and I'm sure you guys remember this, Ty and Bobby, where
Yeah.
somebody was escorting, doing lifestyle parties and shooting and tested positive and didn't tell nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And there
Yeah.
was a lot of drama behind that. Now, whether the problem wasn't that he tested, well, it was that he tested positive, but it was that he was going to show up for the shoot and expose other people
Mm-hmm.
knowingly just like another situation with a real big time porn star who did that tested
Yes.
positive for something, you know. And for me, I just decided I didn't want to put myself at risk and deal with male talent that feel the need to be in the lifestyle, that need to be escorts, that need to be, you know, on every shoot and still personally fucking. Like, that's a lot of risks. And some of them were doing some things that
They shouldn't have been.
well,
Basically.
that heightened their risk. So for me, I
Yeah.
was like, you know, I'm just gonna play with my little plaything,
Yeah, it was
make
like
some
that.
hot
Guess
movies
you
with
know where his
him.
dick been. You know
I
where
don't
his
think
dick
it's like
been.
that. I don't
I
think it's
sure as
like that
fuck
so much
did.
now. I don't think it's like that so much now. Now with all the
It's
male content creator dudes, is you got to worry about them getting upset if you don't want to shoot with them, or
Oh my God.
ooh,
And most of them are just douchebags with cameras.
yeah, or you got to worry about their mental stability and
That
you-
part.
But like I said, it goes back to the term. When we got away from the term porn star, moved to talent. Now, content creator, when you change the term that govern an industry, you change the mentality of the industry and the people coming in.
it's not
yeah,
the term that governs it. What it is that because OnlyFans opened up the ability for just a regular civilian to enter into the
Yeah.
business, they don't know, they don't research, and they don't take the time to educate themselves on how
Mhm.
to properly administer the legalities and the important
they
parts of this industry, which is getting tested from a talent testing service, having
Mhm.
your name trademarked, having proper legal model release forms, going through
Mhm.
the legal consent. Like, where does consent end and begin?
But that's what I mean by term. If you were a porn star, when we came in and the term porn star, we understood that walking somewhat in. Plus, we was brought in to a certain extent. We actually talked to other people. Like for
Right,
me, I talked to Kev Cash. I talked to Dame Streets. They hit me to the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially
right,
after my first shoot, and I fucked myself because I didn't understand paperwork at the time. But because when you walking in as a
right.
porn star, you're walking in with that professional mind state of knowing I need to do this, this, this. When you're sitting here being a content creator and you're sitting here seeing Jimmy Smack made $1 million and he ain't had to get one lick of paperwork. When you see Jimmy Smack made $1 million and all he did was 6 minutes getting head, didn't even fucking nut, it makes the game more normalized, makes the game easier, and make it seem easier. Because I had this conversation with Fonzo Lace and many people. It used to be time where girls came in looking for a producer like Ty Stokes, myself, or Platinum Pussy. Now they just go grab a phone and goddamn dildo. The reason why you grabbed us was that we were gatekeeping. We made
I mean,
sure that the
I
talent that
can't
we
say
dealt
shit. That's
with,
how I started.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? We
I was
made
a
sure the
porn
talent
star.
that was
This is
brought
how
around was legit. Platinum Pussy won't gonna let no raggedy ass nigga just walk the fuck in and shoot with her girls. He had to have cash. He had to bring something to the table. Ty Stokes, same
true.
thing. Me. Them male talents had to be tested. They had to come in and put in work, and they had to be experienced. I didn't want nobody
let me
just straight off the box. Go ahead.
let me tell you a story. So you guys remember D Wise, I'm sure.
Of course,
D
rest in
Yes.
peace.
Wise is a name that
God
goes
bless the
back. Rest
dead.
in peace.
Rest in peace,
um
DY.
I knew D Wise. I knew D Wise personally, and I knew him professionally. And he came. I was visiting New York. I had another model with me. Won't name her name, but we were in New York, and he shows up. You know, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in New York. Let me come by." So he swings by, and he was like, I want to shoot a scene with old girl." And they were like, "Yeah." She was like, "Yeah, let's shoot a scene." And I was like, "Wait a minute, wait a
Pump
minute.
brakes.
Testing, and I'm gonna make you pay for half this hotel room, and you're gonna pay me to video this." And he was like, "I ain't paying for that." And I was like, "Guess what? You're not
You're
shooting."
shooting.
Not my pussy then. Not my pussy.
And he was just
DY.
like, he was so taken back because he was like, "I didn't realize how on point with your business you are." And I was like, "Listen, if this isn't, first of all, I don't supply hotel rooms for people to just be shooting porn. Like, if I had to pay, you got to pay. And I don't
Right.
offer my
Mhm.
professional services and my professional equipment for free." And he
Nope.
was like,
Yeah.
"Touche." So no scene. Sorry, bro.
Uh, uh,
But he was
Yeah.
like, "I have to
Because
say, big ups to being professional." And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, because see, you would catch that asshole turn right then and there. Why you being an ass? No, motherfucker, I'm being about business
Nah,
because
not
No, it
from
was
we
being
in
an
this
GY,
to make
asshole.
not from
money.
GYs, but from somebody nowadays. Yeah,
Yeah, because even to
one
the
of
point
these
that
guys nowadays.
yeah,
I had
because
a male
even with
talent,
go ahead.
and
I'm
I say
sorry.
male talent very loosely, but I had a local male talent with a substantial amount of followers. We were supposed to shoot. Day of the shoot, he says, I don't have my testing. I was like, did you go get it? He's like, yeah, I went and got it. I was like, okay, well, what's the deal? And he's like, well, I don't have the paper with me. I was like, that's cool. Just log in the doctor's portal and I can see it. No problem. Well, no, they only have it to pick it up. I was like,
Yeah, right.
yeah, okay, we're in 2022 now. Okay. And he says, okay, well, I went and got my testing today and I'll have the results on Monday. I can show you on Monday. I was like, okay, well, then we can shoot on Monday.
Right.
This man legit blocks me because he got in his feelings because I would not hamburglar my kitty for fuck today and results on Monday. No. And if he ever sees this, he knows who he is, and you're nasty.
But here's the thing: if you had done it, he'd have talked shit about you. He'd have been like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
"Yo, I didn't get tested, or I didn't have my paperwork, and she still shot with me." So you're damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I'm gonna be damned if I don't. I'm good with that
Right.
because
I don't
nothing's
never
worse.
seen that bad.
Nothing's worse than going above and beyond for a situation that you know you're bound to lose, and then they still talk shit about you. They still run you through the dirt. So it's like, okay, well, you can run me through the dirt for being an asshole and being about my business, which has happened on numerous occasions. I've had girls come to Baltimore and expect, you know, for me to lay out the red carpet. And I'm like, you don't have testing, you don't have a laptop, you don't have a hard drive, you don't have model release forms. What the fuck you don't have an ID either? I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
What?
actually.
You don't even have an ID?
Trust me, I've been through that too.
They don't even
I've been
have a
through that too.
return trip home. They're stuck in Baltimore, and then they're like,
See,
"Oh, you know,
I
Sorry,
can
half,
imagine.
this is without a
half
return.
hoeing,
Go.
half
I
hoeing."
I can imagine what you went through with that house.
Yo, I could throw if I was dirty, which I'm not, and I'm not a snitch. I could throw some people under the bus who really claim to be some CEOs and boss bitches, who they fly to cities, pay for one way, and then get stuck in that bitch because they either don't make the money that they thought they were going to make or spend it and don't have the money to come home, and then expect other people to either send them the money or buy their flight or whatever. And I'm like, if I could
I'm
tell you the times I've had to
I'm
save.
saying, but did they have a big booty?
Mm,
I'm gonna move
The
on
silence speaks
I just
volumes. The
Ryan
silence speaks
I
volumes.
because I'm kind of petty and kind of trollish, but us
no,
us
you
Yeah.
old
are. Don't say kind of Ty. You are a troll. You are petty.
us
You are the
old us
king of the trolls,
OGs
my
can
brother.
use we can use the force
Listen,
to know.
your business and your websites and your content would be like 100 years in advance if you stayed the fuck off of Facebook. Stop beefing with that
yes.
other. What's that kid's
I don't be
name?
on Facebook no
Who's
more.
that guy he always beefs with?
I don't be on Facebook no more. See, that's old. I
What's
don't
that
be on.
guy you always? What's his
You
name?
talk
The one with the glasses.
Oh, you talking about Raymond Herbert, Mr.
talking about
No,
Perfect.
no,
Yeah,
David
he
I'm
got me
Cooper.
talking
talking about
about
Mr. Perfect.
the light skinned dude that you always used to beef with.
Yeah, Mr. Perfect. I know exactly what you're talking about because he used to beef with me.
Is it Mr. Perfect? No, it was
Yeah.
someone else. It was like KP Productions or something.
No,
KOP.
Mr. Perfect. Yeah.
KOP. Oh,
King,
that's
King
King,
of
him.
Pimp.
King of Porn.
King of
That's him.
Pimp. King of Porn, or whatever. No, I don't call on Facebook no more. He,
Oh,
I
No, he
got
goes
him
on
blocked.
Twitter. He goes on Twitter.
I got him blocked on. Yeah, I'm on
finally.
Twitter, but most of the stuff
Man,
on
I got
Twitter
him
is
blocked on
stupid
everything.
anyway. But the only way he hits me up is he hits me up on IG under another Atlanta promoter name because he blocked on everything. Facebook is dead to me.
And it like this when it comes to him in
There you go.
particular, he is the epitome of what's wrong with the porn industry. And he was the prerequisite of what we're getting now with these male talents.
I
because
wouldn't be that
that
hard
he
to
was
stop.
that's what he was like.
I wouldn't be that hard
And
to stop.
no, I'm that harsh.
No,
You
I
know
just have
me. You know
words.
me. I don't
Just
pull no
few
punches.
words.
You gotta
Because to
realize this.
me,
This a man I
but
had in my house around my kids. A man that
Mm.
I done sat down and talked to, and we done had deep conversations. And he does have Asperger's, and he did have a dream, and he wanted to do something and show these dudes that always was putting him down in DC that he could be a producer, and it just didn't work out. You know, even though I know he stalks me and gets on my damn nerves, like I said, he he didn't have nothing to do with these idiots that's content creators and dudes now. So I had to give him that because he did do a lot of work. He put in
He
work.
did.
He paid models. I know he paid models because we would me and the wife we would bring in models and we would shoot and we would pay them a rate and we asked them to give him a little discount and he would use our hotel room. It just he went astray and going down to Atlanta really helped him go astray and listening to other people outside of the porn industry that he was trying to impress led him astray. So
Not only
he ain't had
that, but
nothing.
for me, I feel like he didn't value, like he wanted to pay BBWs less than he would pay other models. And that for
Right,
me was where him and I bumped heads, because he would want to pay these models that were way more professional, way better looking, like in my opinion, way better talent. And he would want to pay them much less than he was paying mainstream or other, girls from IG or whatever. And I'm like, nah, you can't, you need to be able to pay maybe not the same amount. Personally, I think you should pay the same amount for any talent.
mhm.
Right.
Women, unless you're paying someone who has like 1 million followers. And now, obviously, with having social media and having that follower count, and knowing that that person may have the ability to sell, a few more clips or a few more sales or whatever, then that's where you have the difference in pay. But even that doesn't matter, because you can have 1 million followers, but them motherfuckers may not be
right,
on your OnlyFans. They may not be joining your website. They're just lurking. So to
Mhm.
me, I feel like, excuse me, I feel like, you should be paying by the
yeah.
scene. But,
Especially if the scene, everything you shoot is going on the same site. That's the
right,
difference. If you
Mhm.
had a
right.
blowjob site, then that was always my thing. You had a BBW site. If you had this type of site, then you can say, okay, I'm gonna pay this range for this range for this, or whatever, whatever. But that's to do that and how he was doing it. I remember when he was doing that. It's like, no, it's all going on the same site. You advertising and doing everything on the
See,
same space.
the problem with him is, and this is with a lot of people, you don't listen to the people that have the experience and the know-how. You
Right,
listen to the idiots. And see, and two, also because he's not street savvy, he was easy to be taken advantage of by producers
right.
that are a little bit more slicker in the brain,
Mm-hmm.
period. So it's kind of like that what I mean by when you step into this game, you have to step in with a business mind state. To me, he was a hard worker, but he didn't have a business mind state walking in. I could tell that. Trust me, I
Well,
can
that's
tell
the
Mel
same.
Time that's
That's the
about his
same.
big dick. Right?
But that's the same for a lot of content creators. A lot of them don't
Yeah.
have professional experience. They've never had a real job, or they've never worked in a professional environment, or
Mhm.
they just don't, a lot of these people are just picking up a phone and starting their OnlyFans because it sounds like an easy way to make some money. And for some it
But
is.
Yeah.
mhm. But you
But
know why? But you know the reason why that was because you had the girls that was making the top money. They want to post how much fucking money they were making. So when you got girls that are right now thirsty, and it was pandemic time, and they
Mm.
see Miss B Nasty, she done posted, yeah, I just made my quota 6 figures. Yeah, I feel like I want to subscribe to somebody's site or tip them. The girls are not sitting here thinking, okay, what did she do to make that money? This is what they're thinking. Oh, that light skinned skinny bitch made that. I got bigger tits than her. I can suck dick better than her. I got a fatter ass than her.
But on
So
the
they
flip
jump
side,
into the
though,
game.
Bobby, but on the flip side, though, isn't it amazing that we live in a time where you can pick up your phone and start a OnlyFans and become
Yeah.
independently wealthy or self-employed?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
it
true.
fucking amazing? I mean, yes, there are pros and cons. And one of the
Yeah.
pros is that women now control the industry. We don't need a producer to approve us to be on their website or to want to shoot with BBWs or to shoot the kind of content that we want to shoot. We are now in control of that. So I have to say, as much as there is a lot of negativity and there are a lot of fucked up things that are happening, these are things that have been happening in porn for a long time. It's just more
True.
in a bigger, broader, in front of the light. But
Mm.
on the flip side of that, I have to say it is fucking amazing to live in a time where I can be in control of my business, my career, my pussy, and make
Yeah.
money and not have to answer to nobody.
Legally.
So, on that note,
Yeah. Oh no, don't get it
I know
twisted.
Princess has had some.
The content creator era, that's why I call it, is a great era for us. Don't get it twisted. You feel me? And
Because we've
able
been making
because
content for
nothing
years.
else, yeah, because nothing else is making these women have to become business women. Now you really got to become a business woman to even run your shit. Because you got to
Right.
pay attention to the flow. You got to pay attention to the numbers. Stuff that girls didn't have to do before, period.
But
It's just like I said. Go ahead.
what percentage though?
Mm.
You see 1,000 girls on a daily. You can see 100 girls. In 5 years, 10 years, how many of those girls are still going to be successful? One,
Mm.
they may still be making money, but two, will they make an impact like a woman like Platinum Pussy has, or will they just be cogs in the wheel? Because
That's
they're not
good.
they're
Well,
not being they're not being forced to learn. They're not being forced to learn new software. They're not being forced to do anything except for shoot content and throw it up on it. They're not being forced to check Google
but
Analytics or none of that.
But on the flip side of that, they're also paying assistants, which is employing other women, other people.
Mm-hmm.
They're providing job opportunities with video editing, video photography. Like if maybe they're not doing the same thing like I've had to do with Google Analytics, buying traffic. They don't
Mm-hmm.
understand, the old galleries that we used to put up for the websites where we would
The
go and do
TGP
photo
site.
galleries,
Uh-huh.
TGB sites, yeah,
Yeah.
all of that
Yeah.
stuff that is like foreign language to people now. But at the same time, those women are employing other women or other
Mm-hmm.
people, and they're now having to budget their money so that they can pay this person to do that job and this person to do that
Mm-hmm.
job, realizing. So even though things have changed, we now have junior CEOs in training.
Yeah, actually.
And these are
Yeah,
people
that's
that
true.
understand. These are people that understand that there are jobs available. Like this is creating a whole different network of industry for us, because other jobs are being provided, myself included. That's one of the things that I really enjoy doing right now, is helping other women with their OnlyFans. And I do like queuing up their posts. I do graphics to promote their new content, gifts, and just kind of sexting. That's how I started in the first place. So those are all things that, and I have to say that from a perspective of, I enjoy helping another person build their fan base and helping them run their business. It's something I like. People are like, why would you want to work for someone else? And I'm like, I actually enjoy it. I love being able to put all the things I've learned over these years and all of the talents that I've acquired, and help somebody else build their business and watch their business grow. So,
Yeah, because I mean, even to me, don't get like I said, don't get it twisted. There's girls that's coming in. Yeah, they making money with OnlyFans or what have you. Don't get it twisted. I mean, they the content creator era is booming. Period. But like I said, it always ends up back to us. Because even to the point that thanks to the OnlyFans, now porn is becoming more extreme. Now these
right,
companies want girls to do the anal, the gangbangs and stuff like that. Think about it. Gangbangs used to be rare
Sign me up.
at one point. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a rarity. Anal used to be a rarity. Damn
I'm a
near
gangster,
interracial
so
used to be a
everyone
rarity.
knows that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So now, because the influx, because of the normalization,
Yep.
now girls got to step their game up big time. because these fans want to see more than just a regular vanilla fuck scene. They want to see her ass goddamn get tied up. They want to see her get spanked. They want to see a gape. They want to see they want to see her do a bukkake. They want to see a gangbang.
Bobby done
Period.
pulled out the whole porn dictionary.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
but seriously, because to the point, think about it. When has vomiting became a thing?
Ew.
Well, I don't even think it's that, Bobby. What it is that these things have been around and been being done forever, but now, Pornhub, and I don't think it's the content creation that's the problem. The problem is we've got sites like Pornhub, X Videos, X Hamster.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see, this is why for me I don't do hardcore. You can find hardcore on any of those sites at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1,000,005 scenes of hardcore being uploaded on those sites that anybody can watch full scene. And this is another thing that I was having a problem with male talent, is that when you shoot trade scenes or share content, the male talent would go and throw the full scene up on Pornhub or X videos. And it's like, yo, I haven't even had the opportunity to finish editing it and post it. So what the fuck? Like, I have no way of garnering any type of sales from a video that they can go find for free. But I digress. The point of what I'm saying is, the reason why fetishes are getting like more and more a thing is because you can watch all this shit on fucking free sites. So the fans want to see what they can't see on these websites.
Yes,
So they're
goes back to
pushing
the
the envelope.
normalization of porn. The normalization of porn. When
Absolutely.
porn was more taboo, it was a different game then. Because, like I said, it like, put it this way. Pornhub was always an issue. I get that. But when OnlyFans came in, it became mainstream. Pornhub never got the mainstream push like OnlyFans did. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, when OnlyFans became that, now everybody and their mama that was dealing with whatever they were dealing with decided to be a part of this.
Right.
So now they sitting back watching us. Now they trying to duplicate what we're doing, not understanding what we're doing. We dot the I's and cross the T's before we do it. Even with an outdoor scene, we try to pick a spot where we know we're not going to get caught too easily. You feel what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers going through Mickey D's with a dildo. Okay, let's keep. We never did that shit. We never did that shit because we
Who didn't do that shit, Bobby?
But here's the difference. You made sure not to show that Mickey D symbol though.
Oh, yes,
You made sure not to show the Walmart symbol though. These motherfuckers sitting right in front of the sign with a goddamn vibrator with their leg up in front of Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we did it smarter. They just doing it because, okay, now we can do it. Just like you were saying with the
they don't realize the consequences.
Bingo. And then when you talk about the guys, because it's funny, Peter King was just talking about the same thing, which is the bootleg and what have you. The same dude that you said you shot with, he put the shit up there for free. So he didn't even think, let me put this on where it can make money. He just want to put it up there because I fuck platinum pussy. Yay! I want the world to see it.
Because
but you ain't
for him, he already makes money at a full-time job, making more money than women make. So for him, it's about clicks and popularity and followers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't care about whether it makes him money or not.
Yeah.
Which, I guess, to each their own. Everybody has their own approach to this. But for me, that's why I stopped shooting hardcore scenes. That's why I stopped shooting trade shoots. That's why I stopped, I stopped a lot of things because I realized that those are not situations that I ever want to be in again.
Right.
I just gave you my soul. Like, I just sucked your soul out of your body and gave you my fucking squirted like a motherfucking rainstorm, and you go on there and throw that shit on Pornhub. I'm pissed.
For free?
Yeah, for free.
I'm out here talking about I got a dope ass scene coming soon. They're like, I already seen it. The fuck? The fuck you mean you seen it? And I mean, I've watched some movies on bootleg, so I understand. But but this is an industry where we have to support each other. The only way we're gonna all survive is if we support each other. And for me, I'm gonna just keep doing what I do because it's remained successful for almost 20 years. So, and I look
But
better than I've
I
ever
thought
looked
that you
before.
stopped doing
So
boy, girl, and all that because you elevated. You elevated because you're what you, Sarah J, are what I say the ultimate. How can I put this evolution? When you come from being talented to a straight up boss, your brand. I've watched your brand expand, and you add more. It's like I always say this a long time ago.
If you don't know, to give you an understanding, this woman is iHeartBBW.com. And I'm doing the fashion show with her. This is like a big deal on the main stage, people. Like,
She gives
huge.
seminars at
I have
Exotica.
She has a
seminars.
podcast. Stop playing. She
I have
she
I have
she
I have
got
a
a
TV show.
podcast. Okay,
Wait a minute.
stop
Exactly.
No.
feeling good because I'm talking to another podcaster here.
I have a TV show on Roku, Amazon Prime, Android, and iPhone. Oh yeah, quiet
See,
now.
What?
see what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about. She
What
always
is
ahead
it?
of the game. She's always ahead of the game.
What is it? I need to take that up because I pay for all the
Carrie's
damn
Closet
services.
X. It's on if you go to A Love Media, it's ALUV media.com. You'll see Carrie's Closet X show every Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which reminds me I got to get my next episode edited and submitted by tomorrow. I'm
Get on
also
it.
on BoobTube on exotica.tv, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
And
So
I am thinking about bringing my podcast back. I have a lot to say, so
I think you should, cause shit. But no,
You
I'm gonna tell you what's interesting. I noticed you noticed this. A lot of us are getting podcasts now, and it is right now a market for people wanting to know how the sausage is being made. You get what
right.
I'm saying? Have you noticed? Have you noticed that? And where you think that this podcast thing is going to head when it comes to porn?
Well, I feel like the podcasts are just a capability to have these open dialogues. Everyone has a different experience. Everyone has a different approach. Everyone has a different opinion. And I think podcasts are just a great way to get a plethora of information. And it's up to the listeners and the people that are watching for them to determine, what they want to take with them, what they agree with, what they don't agree with. But a lot of conversations need to be had. Porn has been very racist for a long time.
Yes.
Has been very sexist for a long time, and there's just a lot of things that have taken place in porn that most people don't want to talk about, and so those are important conversations that need to be had. People of color deserve to be paid just as much as anybody else. BBWs deserve to be paid just as much as anybody else. Trans, like, there's a lot of topics that have just kind of been left off the table because they're too taboo or they're too serious. They're uncomfortable. And I'm not even going to lie. For me, sometimes even those conversations are uncomfortable because, it's hard to hear those stories of people that have experienced racism in our industry. I work hard to be as supportive, to be as alert and aware and educated. I went and took down all my scenes that had anything that had BBC in it or ebony or interracial or anything like that. Like, I took all those words away because, you know, for me personally, now what everybody else decides to do is totally on them. But I chose to do that because I knew that there were people in my camp that were affected by the terms that were being used to describe my movies. So I took them out because I felt like that was the sensitive thing to do. And I didn't want to be insensitive. But again, conversations that create discomfort and put people in a position to have to think and really determine, like, you know, how, like, one of the things that I experienced, I didn't shoot with a model because she labeled herself the Queen of Spades. And I was like, I don't want to be associated with that. And I was just like, I don't want to be associated with that because
I
it's a
have
Don't be mad.
derogatory
Don't be
term.
don't be mad at me if I use BBC on it on my stuff, please.
I'm not mad at anybody. That's your choice. That's your choice. But for me personally, I had somebody in my camp who was adversely affected by those terms being used. And because it was very insensitive of me. I mean, yes, they do sell the content, but You know, am I more concerned about selling the content or being socially aware of how that content
Is
affects
affecting.
those around me? I still sell the content, so the content didn't go away. Just the terms that I use
Yeah.
to just.
I don't
Because
I'm
like
famous.
people say
because
anything.
I highly promote and I highly back an individual that has sites that's based around throwing up and racism and other stuff.
Mhm.
You know, he's always y'all know. I'm just gonna say Duke Skywalker, ghetto guy. You know, the stuff that I see that he did, people are trying to do all that gagging and throwing up stuff.
Yeah.
People don't realize that stuff has been around. There's been innovators to stuff, and not everybody
Yes.
wants to do the same thing, and it's really not original. You know,
No.
so
Right.
But what is really original though? You get what I'm saying?
It's
Because
all been
everything
done
is a
only
before.
carbon copy. All been
what's
done before.
the most original thing I've seen since I started camming right after the towers fell. Most original thing I've seen is Gibby the Clown. That's it. That's it. That's the
Gibby
most
the
original
clown.
thing. That's it.
Do you know what's original? There is nobody on in the planet who can suck dick like Princess Havoc.
You
Just
know
like
what?
Woo!
she can suck dick like
So
platinum pussy.
so let me say this.
I don't know.
Would you say that's like your most, like, if you had to say the thing that you are most infamous for, or the thing that you feel is like your biggest talent, what is your biggest talent?
My biggest talent is that I've never tapped out, and I can go for. I'm a gangbang girl, and I don't tap out. I can take dick for hours and hours, and just that's. And the bigger the better. I'm a size queen typically. But no, I wasn't meaning like I'm the best dick sucker in the world. I was meaning like there's nobody who can do the things that I do the way that I do them. Just like there's no one who can do anything the way that you do them or the way you do them. And so that's where our sales come in because we're doing the same shit, but there's no one who can do it exactly the same way that we do it.
Well, see,
Right.
Does that make sense?
being in this content, the thing about being in this content creation era is that now the fans aren't just buying your porn, they now have that ability to interact with you. So now
Mhm.
your personality is what sells.
Right.
Sells
And
right.
Yes.
yeah, I got a
Not
big
just you on
booty.
a screen, not just you in the scene, and they never get to know anything about you. That's true.
Right.
Mhm.
That
So
is
now for me, that's been my seller. You know, guys come to me and I'm the ultimate MILF, but I'm also a Dom. I'm
Mhm.
super sexy, but I'm also like, get on your fucking knees, loser. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've got the best of both worlds. I can be sexy and I can be milfy, like Stifler's mom. That's one of my guys calls me is Stifler's mom. And
so
but I
you're
also
help me learn how to do JOI because
Hold on.
hey, I'm
For
so
black people, it's Miss Parker. For white people, it's Stifler's mom.
Nah, yo, them my boys. I watched the episode. I watched the last episode when they got married, and she hooked up with old boy's dad in the movie theater.
Yeah.
That's Stifler's mom, man. Miss Parker was alright, but Stifler's mom had to run to three
Mom
or
was a
four
beast,
movies.
goddamn.
Stifler's
She's
mom
a
was a
beast.
hoe. She was
I
a
love to
hoe.
can I
Stifler's
fix
mom
that
was like,
grow up?
Yes.
come
I think
She
here.
was she was the predecessor to the MILF age.
I only
She
got about 30 seconds of Miss Parker from Friday, but I got a couple of movies of Stifler's mom.
With Stifler mom. Yes, Lord.
and
You know,
Stifler's mom.
trying to get to play Stifler's mom in a scene for the last 2 years. Infinity, Infinity from Atlanta.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
She looks just like the actress.
Right. Stifler mom actually do, actually. She actually do.
Got the big blues and everything. Is like, girl, you
Yup.
got to do Stifler's mom. And she's like, why? I was like, because oh my god, do you know how it will go viral? They're gonna have to double take. You look just like Stifler's mom.
Wait until my deep daddy deep daddy deep throat. Hold on, let me try it. Darth Daddy Deep Throat. Wait till that comes out.
No, she didn't just go stalking with Darth.
Yes, I did.
The White
You
House.
know, I did a dope ass Princess Leia, and I did a video called Darth Daddy Deep Throat.
I love it.
It's dope.
I
Damn.
can't wait to see it.
That's in my heart, my geek heart right there. 'Cause I'm a Star
I'm
Wars
a
fan.
huge
Oh,
Star
man.
Wars fan. I
Oh,
love Star
God.
Wars. Everyone's like Trek or Star Wars, and I'm like Star Wars, duh.
Star Wars.
Is there
I'm saying I could never get into Star Trek. The movies, yeah, but not the series. But Star Wars, especially now that all these damn TV series is coming out on Disney Plus,
Yup.
I'm losing my noodle with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my
12
God,
o'clock.
Jesus! Thank you,
I
thank you,
heard rumors. I
thank
heard
you.
rumors about Obi-Wan that the season finale tomorrow is gonna be shit.
It
Well, I'll
bet not.
see in about an hour.
I was
Yeah,
surprised that O'Shea Jackson Jr. was in it. I saw him in the last episode and was like, what?
yeah.
Yeah, he been in
I
I
there.
was
say,
like,
Like,
go ahead,
I
Ice
know,
Cube
I
Jr.
know. Cube is proud. This motherfucker. My son made Star Wars. What your son do?
Well, his son did a phenomenal job playing him
it,
in
it's
Straight
Yes, he
not
Outta
that,
did.
Compton.
I hope they
yeah,
bring him back.
it's not that he made Star
Actually,
Wars. He got a Disney contract, and he in with Disney.
yeah.
So next
And
thing
He
you
don't be
got
know,
that
surprised to
Disney
see him in
money.
Marvel.
he
Don't be
gonna be a
surprised to see
Marvel.
him in the
Yeah,
Marvel
he'll
movie.
be a Marvel on the Marvel side. Then next thing you
Because
Yep.
know, his voice will be popping on for Pixar cartoon. Like
no, I'm gonna tell you what's
that,
crazy,
that Ice
right?
Cube son.
Jordan Leto is the man because you played the Joker and Morbius. You
I still
played
ain't
the
seen
Joker
Morbius.
and Morbius.
Yeah, we about
You
to see
can't get
about.
more extreme than that. You played a vampire and the craziest man in DC, and he played a great Joker. I'm sorry, I want to see him
He did a
back as
good
a Joker.
Joker.
Man, he beat out Jack Nicholson on that one. And
No,
Heath Ledger.
no,
Oh
no.
no.
Heath Ledger's still my favorite Joker.
Yeah, he played
Yes.
Joker.
He was the darkest Joker that I ever seen.
I
Now
am
he was more to
naturally
the comic
blonde.
book.
I get him confused sometimes. Don't judge me.
I still feel Jack Nicholson was the greatest ever.
He was great. He was great,
Jack
but
was
Heath
a
Ledger's
beast
still
with
my
that Joker,
favorite.
though.
But
God,
see,
he was. Where
so
they get low to me? I love
what
Jack.
Joker do y'all remember from the Batman series? Cesar
God, I can't think of
Romero.
his. Yeah, I was about to say his name. Yeah, him.
He was an
That.
older gentleman, right?
Yeah,
So it's natural, Platinum, that an older gentleman that was more reserved and calm, but still crazy, like Jack Nicholson is your favorite. Because like he's still my favorite, but I'm leaning towards, I'm trying not to hold on to the nostalgia,
yeah.
and I'm leaning towards
Well,
that thing.
I feel
Like, because for a
I
long
feel like
time, nah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like Jack Nicholson makes him more human like because he's funny. He's got that Jack Nicholson had that like Joker suave. You know what I mean? Like he was
Yeah.
not as arrogant as like he was arrogant, but he wasn't like now I feel like they've turned Joker into a complete narcissist where like I don't know, just the whole I feel like Jack Nicholson had this suave about him that made it super sexy. So
I'll be right
that's
back. If you
why.
don't,
It's to me, Jack Nicholson was the Adam West Batman Joker mixed with the comic book Joker because the comic book Joker was used to say little jokes and be real funny also. And then you think
Right.
about the Batman Joker. When they did Heath Ledger, they went to the Dark Joker. And Joaquin Phoenix, I like the movie, but I ain't like him as a Joker. And I really hope they don't do a musical Joker. Cause I am not watching that shit. I do
He
not
said a
feel like seeing
musical.
Lady Gaga singing as Harley Quinn. No, I'm not feeling that. But Jordan Leto, he to me fit the epitome of the modern Joker, or what the
Right.
Joker would be in this day and age. Period. But don't get it twisted though. Jack is just they had the outfits right with Jack. Even to how the Joker was even in that day and era in the comic books when I remember reading it.
Yeah.
Period. Actually, if you want to be honest, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, and Jared Leto, for all you geeks, is the epitome of the three Jokers series that came out for Batman.
Mm-hmm.
The serious Joker, the funny Joker, the psychotic Joker. Heath Ledger was the psychotic. No, Leto was the psychotic. Jack was the funny. Jordan Leto was more the serious one.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sorry. Yeah, see, I got me talking about Batman and Star Wars and shit. See, I knew it was gonna be a good episode.
What happened? What I
No,
missed?
I say we talking about Star Wars and Marvel right now. I knew this was gonna be a good ass
Let me
episode.
tell you why it's so important that we do that though, because it shows that even though we talk about porn all day, we still have other interests and we're still human and we have, you know, things that we enjoy outside of porn. Like, for
Hmm.
me, one of the things that I've enjoyed is taking a step back. Porn became a part of my everyday life. Like, it was so much to the fact that I had to turn platinum off sometimes
Yeah.
and remember who Carrie was.
Yeah.
And
There are people
so,
underneath our porn personas. I get people who like even this weekend, someone came over to my house and they were like, "Oh, how's that little porn business of yours going?" And I was like, first of all, excuse me, my what?
Their little poor business.
Uh,
Little porn business.
who knows me for 5 minutes? I put my blood, sweat, and tears into what I do. Everything I have, like everything I am, I put into what I do. And so I'm like, and they're like, I want to get in porn too, so I can fuck all the time. I was like, okay, newsflash, I have less sex now that I'm in the porn industry than I ever did before.
That's why I don't talk to
Amen.
people.
And sex is the smallest part of being in the porn industry.
Actually, that's the
Like this
easiest
much,
part.
and then everything trying to be a successful porn star.
Yeah.
Somebody's connection,
Because
somebody's what?
because
somebody's connections buzzing.
It's
oh,
mine.
I mean it was hers for a second. It stopped
It's
now.
mine. I had to connect my it probably still is going. I had to connect my charger and I had to get one of these dongles
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
Ah,
so I could charge and plug my headphones in at the same time because these new iPhones they don't have a separate aux charger, which sucks because yeah, then you got to
Mm.
use shit like that to plug in.
girl, I don't even have
So
an earphone port on my Samsung.
mine either.
Like,
The new iPhone,
my
everything
char-
goes through the charging port.
I'm just
Damn.
I can't tell myself to spend $50 on a pair of specific headphones. I'll break them too fast.
That's me. Is
Who you
that's
telling?
that's me.
Cause
yep,
that's why my
That's me
butt
with my
love Android.
AirPods.
yep.
That's me
Kids
with my
today, they don't
AirPods.
understand the struggle of holding the headphones in and doing this number to try and adjust it
Oh
so
my
that it's
god.
play your music, wrapping it
See,
around. Oh, it's
no,
working now. Oh, this
that's
one
why I
went
don't
out.
do
Shit.
earbuds or AirPods. I just rock me some Skull
So then I
Candy
went ahead and got
headphones,
me a
keep it moving.
headphone.
I mean, I have all the gamer earphones and I have like a podcast microphone. Like I have all that stuff, but today I just wanted to do something real chill. You
Yeah, we're
know.
just, we're just chilling. I usually put my little headphone thing on, but I don't feel like having anything on my ear because my mouth's been hurting. So I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Nothing on my head. It's what? This is the first video we did since I had my tooth pulled.
Oh
Oh
hell,
wow.
really?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
For like
But I
2
wanted
weeks, my face was like this big.
but we were going to talk about the whole reason why we were going to do this podcast was talking about how we've had to disassociate from family members or the shit that we have to deal with on a daily basis because of what we do. And I want to talk about that because it's really important, especially for people who are watching who may be experiencing similar situations
Yeah.
Let's
with
get it.
friends, family. It's hard. You can feel very alone, very lonely.
It
Um,
is. Can be.
Yeah.
it can definitely be emotionally strainful, and it's one of the things, the reason why I want to talk about it more so just to expand on that is like mental health for people that are in this industry, not just in this industry but mental health in general. We just went through this pandemic, we're still going through the pandemic, people are still getting COVID, and there's still a lot of things happening worldwide that impede on our positive mental health. And then, of course, being in this industry, when you are your brand, you are what you are selling, it is very difficult. So the relationships around you are super important, which why when you said earlier you need more people like me around you, I'm very conscious and I try to remain conscious of trying to be positive around people because I understand how difficult it is to try to get up every day and be a productive member of society and get shit done, especially when you work in this industry and I have to be sexy and I've got to put on makeup and people want me to be MILF of the year and I wake up and I want to be bitch of the year. I just want to be like I just want to be like, yo, I just want my fucking stairs fixed or the fucking air conditioner to be a little bit cooler, especially since I'm almost 50. So I'm old as fuck. I'm 47. And so
I'm gonna need a picture of your
I
ID.
forgot me and you the same age. I always thought you was younger than me.
No, she told
no.
me she's a 30-year-old child, y'all. And I'm like, I thought she was like in her 30s. How do you have a 30-year-old child? So
Yeah, my daughter's 30.
at this point,
And
I
I'm
need
sitting
to
here the oldest.
You're the
or
oldest, Ty?
do a
Uh-huh.
YouTube video and tell the girls. 'Cause
How old are you, Ty? How old are you, Ty?
52.
Oh shit! Look
And
at
that's
you, old
terrible because he
man.
52, look like he 30. I'm 47, look, I'm going on 60.
Wait till you see me in Miami.
Are you gonna be
I
in
don't.
I
Miami?
got all white, these
Huh?
shit all
Princess didn't
black.
tell you?
You gonna be in Miami?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we.
he's the house I'm gonna be in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my webmaster.
Both our webmasters gonna think about it.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
How I'm over here. I'm y'all make me feel so good because I'll be 37 in about a month, and um I've been sitting here like, oh God, I'm getting ready to be past my expiration date because in the South they teach you after 40, you're women, you're done. And it's like y'all
No,
are
you.
over 40 and just killing it, so I can still kill it after 40.
Let me tell you
Man,
something.
you got
You're
people
gonna
killing it at 60 in this business.
Yeah.
listen. It's not even about being in this business. Just as a woman in general, let me just say this to you. When you hit 40, you're gonna have this aha moment, this epiphany of life. Everything is going to make sense to you. Everything that you've questioned your entire lifespan, everything's going to make sense to you. And you're going to be like, the clarity is
I
such a
can't wait.
freeing
I had
experience.
one of those at 30 and I'm waiting for the one at 40 because I'm like, okay, when I woke up when I was 30 one morning, it was like I turned 30 and then like 2 weeks later I woke up and I was like, oh God, my 20s, I was so stupid. I didn't know anything. I'm hoping there'll be another one of those moments at 40 where I'll be like, just all right, let's go. Because the closer I get, the less of a fuck I give. I'm like,
Right.
Actually,
this is
that's the
what I
truth,
am. If you don't
actually.
like it, fuck off.
And I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of ladies that's coming into business now in their 40s are successful because they then got over that give a fuck stage. Because by the time you hit your 40s, 9 out of 10 your kids is grown, your parents probably ain't here, and you really don't give a fuck what people think about your ass no damn more. To a
Well,
Now,
certain
for
extent.
hold on. Also, they're mature. They know how to treat people. They know how to
Yes.
talk to people. Like a 40-year-old woman can come into this business and go to any of the expos, whether it be Exotica, AVN, well, most 40, all those different types of conferences, and know how to network and talk and conduct themselves like a lady. A lot of these that's in their 20s trying to do that, they're still too, their mentality is not there yet because they
We were
are
just
20.
talking about that.
And
We
when
were
you're
like, she
40,
was,
you're like, yo, I got a couple years left. Let me do what I need to do to enjoy myself.
It's
mm-hmm.
a sense of urgency there.
Yeah.
We were just
well,
talking
I
about
think
that when we talk about the fashion show and girls want to be pretty much naked on the stage and and give everything away versus being a little
and
bit
I'm
more
Oh,
like,
the
I
outfit.
can't post your pictures on social media if you're fucking naked. Oh, well, I
No,
had
cannot.
pasties on. And I'm like, where the whole thing about me, so I sell thigh highs now. And with the thigh highs, I am normalizing wearing thigh highs in everyday casual wear. Now, I'm not saying that you have to necessarily be fully dressed when you go on stage. What I'm saying is you need to be mindful when you're walking around the show floor. People can't post you on Facebook, Instagram, and soon Twitter if you
Mm-hmm.
have no clothes on. People can't post you on YouTube or any other. The only place they can post you is on OnlyFans, Pornhub, or even not at Pornhub. They can't post you anywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to be thinking about if you want to get the maximum exposure, you can still be sexy but clothed. People asked me last year, why do you have so much clothes on? Because I want to be posted on every motherfucking website I possibly can.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And,
I was.
and plus, also I have to give you props because she had figured out how to keep thigh highs up with her thigh highs on big thighs. I want to applaud you on that.
I am so
But
excited to try these because I wore
I've been
one
hearing so
pair one time.
much about your thigh highs, yo. I've been hearing nothing but good things about your thigh highs from everybody that been in your fashion show. And people don't realize how important it is for thigh highs to stay up, especially when you're shooting. Because sometimes them suckers will end up being on your thigh, and by the end of the day, below your knee.
I
You
get them
know,
when
They
you're
just
around.
roll.
I hate that when they
yeah.
get
They
my
roll
ankle and I'm like,
down.
I'm just standing here looking stupid. Hold on, let me fix my
So
thigh high, then we can take some pictures.
yeah. So
See,
for me, like I feel like, and going back to talking about as you get older, one of the other things is that you realize you've been through so many things, you're gonna get through it.
hmm
It's
Yeah,
not the end of the world. And I know when I was in my 20s, and especially in my 20s, but also in my 30s, but less now. Like when I go through a situation, I'm like, all right, it's gonna be bad for a couple of days, but eventually I'm gonna fucking forget about it and move on to something else.
right.
Yeah,
So that attitude, a lot of times, and like we live in a time where people are digital panhandlers. They sit on social media and beg for money all the time, and it's just really fucking
yeah.
frustrating. It's like, yo, I understand you go through situations, but some people have a situation goddamn near every day.
yeah,
hmm
that part.
Go, GoFundMe is a tin cup. It's a tin cup.
I'm
GoFundMe is now
go fuck
OnlyFans.
yourself. So, anyways, but I'm just saying, when you get older, let me tell you, I look better, I feel better, I'm healthier than I've ever been. Like, I am in a really good place in my life. I also have a very amazing partner that is so fucking good to me. It's why I stayed in Baltimore. After I turned off the cameras at the house, I decided, I was in, we've been together for 8 years now, and it's been fucking amazing. So I have to give some of that happiness and glow, and I have to give some of that to him because he keeps it on my face.
That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of things get to go on my face, if you know what I'm saying.
See, the anti-aging, I got it now. Okay.
But see, that's also the biggest misconception we run into, that they think that we're not married, we don't have kids, we don't have jobs, or can't get jobs.
Right.
Period.
Do you know how many
And
people I've had yell at me because I can't go out and fly in the week? And I was like, I'm a stay-at-home mom during the week. I do porn specifically so I can be a present mother. That eliminates the whole point of me keeping my kid home if I'm just leaving her with a nanny during the week. Like, no. Okay, she's going to school and that's great, and I'm gonna start doing all kinds of stuff. But, is we always talk about what a family we are collectively as porn, but everybody like these the ones that don't have kids, they don't have a significant other, they forget that we have them. And so when we say people, it's not just fans that forget, it's people in the industry that forget.
industry forget, yeah.
And these younger ones especially that don't have kids running around, that don't have mortgages and responsibility of the nature of a higher an older adult, they don't get it when we're like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like that doesn't benefit me. Have a nice day. And
It's
Well,
it's
unfortunate,
contend with on all fronts.
but you have
What
to
did I
think
tell
about
you?
it. They're young.
Right.
Exactly.
They're
But
young. You
also,
can't expect a young person to be a mature adult like yourself because they're not there yet.
right.
Exactly. That's true.
But also, we live in an age now
yeah.
where where there's more people in their 30s and 20s that don't have kids. And I kind of think when you have kids, it ages you a little bit faster, but it also gives you a goal. Like when I first started this industry in 2001, all my kids were little. Now they're all grown. And when they hit me up and be like, Dad, I need $50. Oh, no problem. Boom.
Right.
And they
hmm
all know what porn was. They all know what I did. They all know who I am as a father. And like dad is P. Diddy. Dad wants to direct the cameraman and dad wants to be a boss. So they kind of all accepted it. But my goal was always, my goal always, and that's what a lot of these people don't have, was that when they left home to have money to buy them furniture if they need it, or send them $50, $100 there if they need it. And then I always like, one day grandkids gonna come. Then boom. A year and a half ago, both of my daughters, had granddaughters. So now my main goal is, I got to get back to shooting full time. I got to put up some more sites. I still work full time, and one of the few people in the industry that has worked full time and hold a corporate America job. And I keep both of them separate. And the only people I deal with are people in the porn side because, well, I ain't gonna lie, me and my IT guy are like this, so we thick as thieves. But he grew up with Iverson, but that's another story. But these young kids don't have goals. It's all about themselves. It's all about, oh, I got to make this money to get to the next event. I got to make this money to go hang out with such and such to get to this party or buy
because
this or buy that.
they're fixated on instant gratification. They
Right.
came up in a time
Because they
where
don't have
everything
kids.
is
That's what I'm
instant.
saying.
Yeah.
Because everybody's so selfish because they don't have kids. And dudes are not even, well, a lot of dudes now are not even having slip ups.
No,
because
they just not
they
even pulling out no
they
damn
don't
kids.
want kids.
That's because we're in a time where Roe versus Wade is being overturned, and you can't just send a bitch to go get an abortion. So you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You
I
gotta.
still
So hold
I
on
can
one second. Hold
still
on a second. I gotta add
do the
someone to the
Phil
party.
Cosby add the plan B to pancakes in the morning.
Hold on a second. We're gonna add
Go
in
ahead.
Dallas Strokes for this because I also
Okay.
wanted to talk about I saw a clip about the abortion situation. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. How do I all right. Let's
You
see.
should you should be able to just press the button and join.
I'm slow. I have to talk it out. Okay, there we go. So I saw a clip, and thank you for reminding me because I did write it down so I wouldn't forget. But I saw a clip where it is somebody in the Republican Party talking about how the crazy pro-abortees are constantly acting crazy, and how if the Republicans act this way, that way, da 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 da, how would they feel? And it's talking about there was a abortion rally or a pro-life about a rally recently, and what they don't show you in this clip, for me, it bugs me because what they don't show you in the clip is the previous 5 minutes of that person filming her, where she's losing her mind. They don't show where they're telling her she's going to hell and she's a murderer and she's a this. Hey everybody, it's Dallas Strokes has joined us.
What's up,
And I
Dal?
come up in a minute. But so they're talking about, well, if the left acted this way and then the left or the right acted this way and I'm sorry, if you spend 15 minutes telling me what a whore I am and how I'm going to hell, I'm gonna snap the fuck off too, and I'm gonna drag your ass.
Basically.
It doesn't matter what my political stance for. It's like, if you don't have a uterus, you have no opinion on what I can do with my body.
Yeah, none of my business.
Okay.
I feel like it doesn't even matter whether you have a uterus or not. I feel like to each their own. If you want to be gay and get married and adopt children, by all means. If that shit doesn't affect me, you know what I'm saying? And it's not, and I'm not saying if it doesn't affect me, but I'm just saying like what you eat don't make me shit. So you do
I
what
like
you
that.
do. What you do is you. That's your life. It doesn't have any, like, I don't have an opinion about the plants you plant in your garden. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you do is your fucking business. So,
There is
I
that.
think what it is this. This maybe I'm just crazy with my thought process, maybe, but it's just to me. The problem is that men. One, if you notice, the main people that's always had an issue with Roe versus Wade has always been the Republican Party, the conservatives.
It's been the
And
religious.
when you ask them,
It's not the Republicans. It's the religious.
it, it,
Want
it
to throw God?
I lose for men because nine
it's,
out of
but
ten the
wait,
Republicans.
wait. It's more than that. It's people who think that they have a say in how other people live their lives. People need to
Yeah,
mind their fucking business and let other people live their lives and just fucking clean up your own house before you try to clean up mine.
If it's not hurting you or somebody else, leave it the fuck alone. It's none of your damn
no,
business.
Listen,
the thing of it is it's a lot of them. It's about the bubble. I equate it to that of the gun shit. Because it's not in their bubble and they never really had to deal with it, Now they want to sit here and judge it. The people that been through it, the women, the men, the father that had to watch his wife, his daughter get raped, and he needed to take her to the abortion clinic because they don't want to bring that baby to term. The women that could die from giving birth. Because I never forget one of my favorite podcasters talked about if it wasn't for her getting an abortion, she would have died because she didn't know she was pregnant and the shit never came out the tube and busted the tube. You get what I'm saying?
And see, now here's the thing though. In other states, aside from Texas, because Texas doesn't have this specification, but in other states there is stipulations for ectopic pregnancies, rape, incest, stuff of that nature. But in places like Texas, it doesn't matter what the situation is, you better have that baby.
Well, I
And now
mean, it's
they're
Texas. I
passing
mean,
into law that if somebody goes out of state to get a termination, then they can go to jail the second they come back.
I
That
So
think
means
I
Dallas
told
wanted to say something.
yes, Dallas has his hand raised so nicely.
I'm like this. If they're not fucking you, feeding you, financing you, fuck them. They ain't got shit to say. It shouldn't affect you whatsoever. That's just my views on things.
I mean, have y'all ever listened to when they try to explain their side of it? And every time when I hear, and this is funny as fuck because I watch CNN, and you hear the Republican, the Texas guy, the Florida guy, and they try to explain pro-life. They try to explain why they're against abortion, and half the time they ain't making that goddamn good sense. It don't even make sense why they're against it.
It
It's
Nope,
doesn't.
kind
never
of
does.
But
well
nothing they
because
say makes sense. Nothing
yeah,
they
When
say makes sense though, Bobby. Like they're talking you're talking about a party of people, and it's not just Republicans. A lot of them are just
a lot of them.
Caucasian idiots that think that they have a say in how everybody else lives their lives. It's
right.
none of their fucking business.
It's the
And
Chads and Karens of the world.
See, when I
yeah,
see that, when I do invest the minuscule amount of time that I give any news TV any of my attention, I usually see old white dudes.
Yeah,
And during that course of maybe 6 to 7 minutes, the only thoughts I have is, how come they not gone yet? And I do mean gone, gone.
but listen to it
I'm
from this
sorry.
perspective.
That's the only
Listen
thing
to
I
it from
think
this
of.
perspective though.
Then I move
They
on to
want to
editing Princess Havoc stuff.
they want to secure the white bloodline. So if people can get abortions, then that means that that's less white people that'll be on the face of this
See,
earth.
and you people really just need to watch any hockey game, baseball game, basketball game, or football game, and look at
Love Daddy.
all of the players. And then you look at their mamas and their daddy.
Hell
That bloodline is gone. It is gone, and by the year, it is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Damn
I
near
mean
Well,
they
hold up.
half of the Golden
they
State
just put
Warriors
out a
Wait a
is
poll
minute.
black
saying
daddies and white mamas.
Pause. It's deeper than that. It
Me.
was never a purified bloodline to begin
to
with.
begin with.
Basically,
Let's talk about the
Look, hold on.
reality of the situation.
Platinum, you really want to go down that rabbit hole? Let's go. All right, so check this out.
oh, I think I need this.
Ain't none of the presidents, none of them, fully white.
None of them. Because there's no such thing. There's no
No,
such
no,
thing
no,
as
no.
a purified
No,
bloodline.
there was
It
a
is
pure
a
bloodline. There used to be a pure bloodline. There did. At one point, there was a pure bloodline, and then stuff got entangled, and then a little something over here, a little something over there, and
well. Here's the thing: when you talk about Caucasian pure bloodline, that means in Europe, if you an Italian, it goes as deep as Italian and Greek. If
Yeah,
you go and if they have a child together, that is considering mixing the bloodlines. If an
yeah.
Irish person and a German person, that's mixing the bloodline. So when I say it's a tainted bloodline since back when, people been fucking each other since the beginning of time.
And people forget that Alexander the Great married an Indian woman. When he went to India, he brought back an Indian woman as his wife, and they had an issue with it.
Oh
People
no,
forget
hold on.
that Cleopatra was his descendant. So it was
Hold on,
there was never a pure bloodline, even
Bobby,
back in the day.
Bobby down, Bobby.
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 Yeah,
You not just him. You gotta
yeah,
think about all his thousands of soldiers that as
yeah,
he traveled across, they all took wives on different areas and had
yeah.
kids. So
I
it
just
wasn't
think
just his dad; it was his thousands of soldiers too.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, I think this whole, like, I've watched a lot of stuff about cults and, this whole, like, preservation of the purified bloodline, and I'm just like, it's a fucking cockamamie bullshit reason for people who are racist, who want to see a certain skin color, whatever. Like, and it's ridiculous. Like, the truth of the matter is, we like, and that's just a American, and I don't want to say just American because there's other people that believe it across the globe, but it's just a way of trying to keep us all divided. I'm not with that shit. I'm like, hey, I don't look at none of that shit. I'm not worried about it. People are people. I believe we all breathe the same Woo,
It,
Dallas.
it like this. It's like this. If I fuck you, can have a goddamn baby. We in the same race. Shut up. That's what I tell them.
Now,
If she's Indian, whether she's white, black, Indian, whatever, if I put a seed up in there, and she can have a baby. Yeah, we was meant to procreate with each other. That's
Listen,
just
check
facts.
this out.
the only
Peep
race
game on
I'm
this.
in is to millionaire. I'm racing to be
Yeah,
a millionaire.
basically.
Hey, look, it's like this, and I say this all the time. We're the only race that can create another race. As crazy as it sounds,
we've already talked
What?
about this and proved it wrong.
What?
We
proven
Googled
right.
the facts.
Proven right. Proven right.
Damn, well, everybody got quiet on that one. But
Yeah, because
Albino,
I'm trying to think now. It made me think.
albino
he shut it down.
into the light
What
skinned
what are
folks.
they called? What are they called?
Albinos. It stretches into to the light skinned folks too. Usually the gingers is actually statistically.
Gingers. Hey, I got a question for the people. I got a question for y'all. Out of y'all, whose lifestyle?
Right here. I'm one of them.
Okay. Got two.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Define lifestyle.
Pineapples.
What?
No. No. I understand what pineapples is, but I mean for the people that are watching,
Talking about
define what
swingers and
lifestyle
stuff.
is.
Oh. Swinger Nation, man. Swinger Nation. No, I'm just playing. Um, so usually
So
when we
wait
say
a minute, wait a minute, wait a
lifestyle or
minute.
LS, we're talking about swingers, the swing
Swinger
life.
Nation is a gang. Now, do you get jumped in or fucked in?
I remember getting fucked in myself.
You
I don't want
look,
to get jumped.
During the fucking.
I was like getting my
Yeah,
ass
you
beat.
got to do the fucking instead of getting fucked in.
the fucking
I
or
remember
sucking. You
getting
either get
fucking.
fucked
I
in
don't
or
want to get
sucked
fucked,
in.
but you get what I'm saying.
Man. So now, something that's highly common among this community. Y'all ready to go down this rabbit hole?
Yeah, just don't
We're
blow me. I'm
waiting.
rolling up.
All right. So
Hold on, let me get my blunt.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got a blunt. Go ahead.
it's becoming more common for rape or sexual assault to happen at these LS events. And
Yeah.
not being reported. Now, the thing about it was, I had a young lady come to me and was like, "Hey, how do people handle that in the community?" I was like, "You know what? That's a good question, and I think that's a good topic for the podcast." And here we are. So it's pretty fucked up how shit is handled in the community. You know, when that type of shit happens, they try to handle it in house, which nothing ever is done. Starting to
It's
peep that out.
bad, you bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't do it again.
So I had this happen to a friend of mine. and she ended up getting pregnant.
It gets stickier.
The baby was aborted, of course. I hate to say it that way, but you know, and nothing was done to him. He's still going to the parties and everything else.
I'll report on that ass if she keeps the baby.
Say what, Tom?
I was just saying, she's either gonna report it to the authorities, which they gonna look at it like a crazy situation, or just if she has the baby, then child support on that ass. If that's the situation, if that's how she.
I mean, honestly, Ty, you got to think about it like this, though, bro. No one wants to have that child because at some point you start looking at this child.
That's triggering.
And you start having resentment.
Right.
Yeah.
We all watch Law and Order.
Not everybody can just love that unconditionally like that.
So
there's a lot of love, unconditional love on that.
So in most cases, one or three things will happen. The baby is aborted. A family member takes the child. Or the baby's given up for adoption.
Right.
And when that baby is given up for adoption, the mother has said, "Do not find me."
So honestly, is this a situation it was rape, or was it not consent that he was supposed to put a condom on?
No, it was rape.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
Yeah, because a friend of the show, which I can sit here and say, because she already put it out there on the show, Prince Gemini dealt with a situation like that in Vegas. And the problem with the LS community is that predators can hide in plain sight. And people will dismiss rape as, oh, you just had a rough night.
Or you regret what you did.
Yeah.
Changed
your Or certain people are glorified in those communities, and so it's like when someone becomes a real famous musician or a real famous actor, and they forget, not necessarily forget, but they don't think the rules apply to them. And so I think the same thing happens because, I used to have lifestyle parties here at the house. And even though I don't participate in the lifestyle, I still, had a lot of parties here. And that's a lot of what I saw was that.
Stop lying. You grabbed my booty the other night.
A lot of, like you get that one guy who's like the popular one that everybody wants to fuck. And so because he starts, getting this popularity, he starts feeling like, well, since everybody else wants me, you got to want me too. And it's not, it's wrong, and it should be corrected. And it's probably something that's happened prior, maybe not to that extent, but there was probably a situation or two. And because it wasn't handled appropriately, nobody wanted to tell their. And here's the thing: in the lifestyle, they're there to make money. So if their big dick money maker is being, out of line, they don't want to stop them from coming to the parties, because then they're like, oh, well, then the women don't come. If the women don't come, then the other guys don't want to come. So, it's a bad scenario altogether. And again, why I got out of the lifestyle, like hosting lifestyle parties, was because that environment for me, unless you have a group that's extremely, I found older groups to be better for me. It seems like they were a little bit more organized and controlled. But some of these younger ones, it was like a fuck for all. And I could see very easily where there were intoxicated females who were probably assaulted and didn't even realize it, or put themselves in situations transpired that they didn't even really understand or were able to communicate. And I feel like those were probably situations. I didn't know because I wasn't there, and I can't say whether it was a yes or a no, but I just feel like when you mix drugs, alcohol, fucking, egos.
And then add into it, a lot of these dudes feel that I'm automatically do pussy because I paid to get in the party. And that's a lot of the mentality that a lot of these guys have walking to the swing park. And even with a swing park that I went to, dude, like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck them all. I'm gonna fuck them all. I'm gonna fuck them all. And I'm like, you still have to woo the girl to fuck her. Even though
gotta
it's a
get
swing
permission.
park, you're not guaranteed to get pussy because you paid $75 and bought a bottle.
Right.
But they walk in with that mentality. So when a girl doesn't give them back that energy, that's when the issue comes. Because now my ego is hurt because I was expecting to get pussy because I paid to get in here, and now she don't want to give me pussy. Fuck that.
Which is why I don't do content parties.
Well, see, they
Because the same
like
thing
that.
happens at content parties. Everybody thinks that we're all in agreement to shoot, hardcore content, but I don't shoot hardcore anymore. So if I go to a content party, I'm there mostly to shoot with the girls.
Right.
And the male talent gets all bent out of shape, like, oh, if you're here, you knew they were shooting hardcore. Like, that doesn't mean shit.
That doesn't mean you're gonna shoot with them.
Why is that any different than girls?
And even if you did with that to shoot hardcore, that don't mean you're gonna shoot hardcore with his ass.
Correct.
Because even you in the content trade part, you still have a choice of who you want to shoot with.
Exactly.
And I always tell girls this: never be afraid to stick to your brand, because even to male talents, there's certain male talents that you would shoot with because they fit your brand, and certain male talents you won't shoot with because they don't fit your brand.
Right.
And you have to think about your brand. This is a business.
Just like there's certain models that don't fit your brand. If a male talent says that he doesn't shoot a BBW, I'm not mad. Okay, thank you. That doesn't mean the conversation has to stop. It just means you don't shoot a BBW. Cool.
Yeah.
Give me
a few minutes. Part, he's still trying to fuck your ass off camera, though.
Right.
Wait, hold on. But see, here's the thing. They might not shoot with a BBW, but they sure be wanting to fuck a BBW.
Yeah.
Sure do.
That's where my issue
That's not even just in the industry. That's not just in the industry. That's real life, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
They all want that fat
which
pussy.
is funny to me because BBW got the best pussy, but that's just me.
Yes, we do.
Wait, what happened?
Hey, BBW got the best pussy. I'm sorry.
I
always say that.
He said platinum pussy got the best pussy, but he don't know.
Baby girl, I've been wanting to test out your pussy for decades, so hush.
All
I always wanted to work with you.
All I'm gonna tell Platinum is, baby, don't catch feeling, catch these strokes.
Look. I wanted to work with Platinum when she was in Florida. Okay, when she was living in Florida. Let's keep it 100. That's how
I turned into a Power Ranger on your ass.
Oh shit!
I turned into a Power Ranger.
Go, Power Ranger. Hey, Platinum, you ever look back and think about if you would have stayed in Florida?
No, because really, if I was gonna go anywhere, I would have went to LA. But
come on,
you're in LA?
About 4 hours away.
Fresno?
Oakland, the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's celebrating.
I'm a Raiders fan. Woo!
Yeah, she is a Raiders fan.
Saints all the way, Saint Nation.
It was not time you could go on Platinum's page and not see something and scroll up or down or whatever side or left or right and not see her in some Raiders something or Raiders pillow or Raiders this
I
or
have
Raiders
been Raiders my whole life. Matter of fact, when they were in LA, I used to work at this Wendy's, and they would all come through the drive-thru because the practice field was on the other side of the freeway, and they would come through the through the drive-thru, and Art Shell's son Chris came through the drive-thru and was like, "Yo, you should come to practice." And let me tell you, I had so much respect until I got there, and like ball players are some dickheads. Like,
I could have told you that.
He was like, when you gonna suck my dick? When you gonna do this? And Chris was like, yo, she's with me. Like, back the fuck up. And I was like, I ain't sucking his dick. But I did meet my favorite player.
Booty. It was the booty, girl. They saw the booty.
I met Bo Jackson.
Let me see the booty.
Yeah, I was shaking my booty. I ain't gonna lie. I met Bo Jackson, Howie Long, and Art Shell, and that was dope. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was dope. So, but yeah, So, are you a Niners fan?
I'm a Niners fan. Hardcore.
I'm talking about him.
Saints,
you are?
Saints.
Oh, you're saying in New Orleans? What?
Saints and the Pelicans, baby.
Okay.
What's a
Okay.
pelican? I'm still trying to figure out what's a pelican.
A,
Bird.
I
yo,
know
It's
that.
a.
I
It's
know that.
Hold on, hold on.
Is
A pelican.
is it?
Hold on, I got it. The Pelican is the team that beat your team, Jack.
Oh, I don't have. See, I don't have a loyalty to any basketball team. This is my only loyalty since 1976.
The Dallas
Is
Cowgirls.
that when you were born?
That was no, I was born in 1970.
The Dallas Cow.
It don't unless you got 5 Super Bowl rings,
Yeah, that booty
you
ain't went
can't.
nowhere.
Nah, it ain't going nowhere.
I'm trying to see. Turn around, girl. That's
We,
wrong.
we, we saw that platinum booty. That what her name should have been, platinum booty. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at
Look
that
at
ass.
that.
Look at that ass. Shaking that ass. There you go.
I'm trying to get my panties out of my fucking ass.
You know what? You know now since we talking
That
about
was that's why
creep.
you gotta big asses do that. Eat underwear.
that's what I
Hey,
said.
hey,
Apparently.
hold
Hey,
on.
platinum.
Galls disappear.
Hey, since we talking about creeps and inappropriate behavior in the industry, you remember the situation we had in Chicago with an individual that we both knew, a certain Latin young guy. You remember that guy?
How long ago
His
was this?
his name was Jersey Kua or something.
Oh, damn. You took it back. Yep.
We don't have secrets here, Ty.
We're gonna
Spill
go
it.
back in the time.
Let him
He was
tell
a
it. He can tell it
he,
better.
yeah, he was a dude that we kind of all first met and we jumped on Twitter and he was really trying to get in the industry and all this stuff and he was actually hitting up a whole lot of people. But I know he did something crazy with your room. He promised to get you a room or something, and then something he pulled out his dick, wanted you to give him a birthday blowjob or something.
Yeah. I was like, I'll pay for my own room. Thank you.
He was a real creep because
Just
I
about
invited him.
almost.
I had it and I invited him to come and he came to DC, stayed at the Georgetown Suite, and I had a content shoot back in the day, and he couldn't get hard. And Miss Nikita Blue, we did a whole film of Miss Nikita Blue bombing him out because he couldn't get hard. He came all the way from Chicago to DC. The damn creep left at like 3 o'clock in the morning, didn't tell nobody.
Yeah, he was
I
weird.
guess so. He couldn't get it up, and I know Nikita
Wouldn't
Blue.
you sneak out?
And that's when
And I know
I did
Nikita
like
Blue, so I know she gave him an earful.
Yeah,
yeah, I had
man.
Nikita Blue, I had Miss Marche, I had
Hey,
Sun in Summer.
Oh, you right there.
He couldn't get hard during the scene with Sun in Summer in the kitchen. We gave him like 3 shots. And he I couldn't believe that he caught the train from Chicago to come and
Wow.
do three nothing, and then he snuck out in the middle of
I'm
the night.
catching a bus from Oakland to Phoenix, from Phoenix to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Florida, from Florida to New York, to New York to New Jersey, back to California, all on the bus. I'm lying my ass off. I can't do that.
I was gonna say, no, you're
So
not.
you don't work?
It
but see,
sounded good though.
that doesn't
Yeah,
It
it
surprise me
sounded
sounded stressful.
because a lot of dudes, they really come in and underestimate how hard it is to work in front of that camera.
well, they think that the porn is fucking. But really,
Yeah.
the art of porn is being able to fuck in front of the camera. You got to catch angles. You got to be
Being
able
able
to
to stay
start,
hard.
and you got to be able to start and stop because
Yeah.
sometimes a scene, they think you just shoot from beginning to end, but sometimes, especially when you're working in mainstream, you got to be able to start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. And if your dick doesn't communicate and isn't able to perform the job, you
Exactly.
know,
Yeah. That's why I tell
Exactly.
any young dude, I said, it's okay to get a blue chew. It's okay to go over there and go get one of them pills, my friend, because your job is to stay fucking hard. That's the
but
point.
I got
but
something
Get
better
over
no,
than
here.
shit.
what's that?
I can't tell my secrets.
Oh, okay. Well, the blue
No,
pill is
not
not
only
the
that.
answer,
Hold on.
Bobby, because it's not just staying hard, it's being
Yeah.
able to be able to make the money shot when it's time to make the money shot.
Yes,
Because
ask for it.
when you take the blue pill, that means somebody's got to do that marathon blow job for hours on end until
Oh,
it's
I ain't
time for
talking
the
about
punch.
Viagra. I said Blue Chew. Blue Chew a little bit lighter than Viagra.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the
Blue
blue
Chew.
chew.
Blue. Yes, people. Yes. Blue Chew need to go ahead and give us a sponsorship. Yes, Blue Chew. You can go get it. It's discreet, and you will be able to pop. Yeah, you will be able to stay hard.
I
You
got.
know, baby. Now, hold on.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
can't
ask
give out
Platinum
my
Pussy
secret
this.
recipe.
Tell everybody about the white list.
What's the white list?
I know you heard the white list. Dudes they put on the list that come too fast.
Oh.
I've got a
That's an ancient list, man.
We call them
They, they,
the premature poppers.
yes. I heard they call it the white list. Motherfucker like, they ain't got no list. I said, the hell they do. Trust me. Come quick on set and don't get it back up easily. And see if you continue to get work.
Yeah,
Or
it's a
get called.
couple male New York talent that came up under DYs and the white list.
It was funny
Well,
as fuck,
I
dog,
never
because
I
I was
never
so
shot with
scared.
them.
I
Who
was like,
was
I
it,
can't do it.
Ty?
I'm not gonna say no names because I'm cool with all of them. He only had about 4 or 5 disciples. They all still doing porn now.
Mo the Monster, Ludus Adonis, Little Freaking You.
Real freaky. No, I'm talking about his young boys. Tay Lit, D Rough Bandit, all his young boys.
Tay Liz. Who's that? Are you
Unique,
talking about?
You know Taylor.
Unique the
I know
freak,
Taylor.
Unique the freak, or Unique as he goes by.
Oh, okay.
Them his young boys that he put up under him when he came back to New York before he passed away. Because I was talking about being his webmaster before, he couldn't get things in the quarter because DY is the type of brother he would drive around in a Cadillac with a bunch of VHS and DVD tapes in the back of the Cadillac of all the content he owned. So we could never get stuff together because I was like, yo, I need in folders, I need BG content, boy, girl. He just had stuff all over the place. But he got some young boys that he tried to tutelage.
Because I'm sorry, even when I used to shoot, I was sitting there reminding myself, do not come fast. Don't come fast. I don't want to come on the white list.
I don't think
I
about
mean,
it.
White list.
sometimes you just slide that dick into some pussy or a mouth that you just can't help it.
I don't
Oh, no.
think about it.
No, that's the reason why I used to have 2 pop shots in the scene. Sometimes. I was like, fuck it.
Swallow and
I
keep
wanna come.
going. Swallow and keep going.
Just keep going, baby. We just gonna keep going.
I love
we need
that.
20 minutes.
So if I was ever to come back and I get asked every year, I get that male talent that's like, hey, you should come back. Who do you think I should shoot my first scene with, Princess?
That's a lot of pressure.
Dallas is over here like, yes.
Well, but you have a volunteer.
I got a couple of
Have you heard about the
manifestations
handstand
on that.
platinum?
Haven't heard about what?
Nope, she ain't heard about it.
I didn't hear you because Bobby was
The
talking.
handstand.
Oh.
He does a headstand.
See, you talking about talent. I'm thinking about company.
Oh, no. I'm talking about talent.
There's so many good ones right
Dallas says
now.
a headstand. I'm gonna need to see this. I'm gonna need to see this in action. Where can I see a copy of this headstand action?
I don't know.
Now you got it. This is when you supposed to make a promo video and send it to Platinum Pussy. This is when you be like, I'm gonna gift you a promo video and send it to her.
Oh, I got promo video already. I just need her.
You need to put a special one together for her. You like, oh, this the best 10 seconds of this. This the best 10 seconds of this. It's the best 10 seconds of this.
Check
And
your
then you send it
phone,
to Platinum.
Carrie. Check
I know this much.
Oh, okay.
I just sent it.
I know that I'm retired, so I have to live vicariously through you people.
That's what the center. Take it down.
Oh my God.
Take it down.
Down.
Where'd you go?
Oh no, I ain't worried about this on Spotify, so it ain't gonna.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Dallas. Wow. Okay.
You on your Prince Joshua, ain't you?
Prince
We knew you
Joshua.
was a stripper, nigga, but damn.
Hold on, wait. Wait, stop. I know where she's going with this. Let's go. Come on, Platinum. Prince Joshua, come on.
Prince Joshua is the OG.
Okay, the story about this headstand. I've been doing this since I was a male dancer.
You were
When
a
I
male
first-
dancer?
Yeah, of course.
Show me your moves.
She found you sexist, buddy.
Yeah, it's not
So-
the sexiest. Not the
What
male
wound
Go
up
ahead, I'm
happening-
listening. Tell me about this move.
Somebody went back and told him I did a headstand. This was like at the AVN. And so everybody was like, Prince Joshua looking for you, right? Okay. And I'm hood, I'm gangster, so I'm always like, so whatever. So I run into him in my meeting, and I go, yeah, I'm the one who stole your headstand. And he kind of smiled, laughed, shook my hand, and walked off.
Yeah.
Rude ass.
Right.
Ty. Yeah, I
Ty's over
called
there
you
just
out, bro.
burping away.
Yeah. What I do now?
Hold on,
Say,
I'll be right
excuse
back.
me, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? Say, my bad.
But, I go to his house with some folks in LA, and we have a conversation. And basically, he goes, "You know what? Everybody thought I was gonna be mad and pissed." He was like, "No, that's what I've been waiting for. Somebody to elevate that fucking move. It's yours. You can have it."
His birthday called me out.
I mean, I'm not even gonna front you. You get much props because if I tried to do a handstand, I would have fell over and hurt myself.
Oh, bro, Bobby, I elevated it. It ain't just the headstand. It's the back bend into the headstand.
Oh, damn! Excuse me, Mr. Flexible. you sound about like
People
what,
like an hour.
but Kelly Shea was there describing what she would do it. I was like, you flexible as fuck if you could pull that shit off. God damn.
And then I got that one, and then I got something called the oral headstand triangle.
Okay.
I see everybody's face. Okay.
I seen you do it.
Triangle. Here's me. Down here between her thighs,
Blah, blah, blah. I saw that. Okay.
Someone sitting on her face. And then to complete the triangle, my penis goes in her mouth.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Yeah, I see. I get you.
While he's on his head.
It's an interesting 69.
This sounds dangerous.
It does.
I feel like there should be like a ringleader. Dun 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 dun. And on this next act,
Or some restraints.
He's on stunts. You don't need a stunt man for nothing. He does his own stunts, ladies and gentlemen.
this is very dangerous, everyone. Please do
calling
not
him.
try this at home.
Oh,
We are professionals.
Only here's what I'm saying with this.
Wait.
I'm gonna start calling him Cooper.
You had dudes walking around with neck braces talking about they tried the triangle.
No, but what I need to start doing is literally what Platinum said. I need to put this shit in my videos. Do not try this at home. I'm a trained professional. Don't try this.
Right.
If you break your neck, I ain't responsible.
Right. You are right.
I'm in court.
In your warning, in your USC 22, all that stuff at the beginning, 1851, you should be put in there. It says, the stunts in this video are not for, like,
everyone.
you know how they be putting on. Yeah, you should. This
for
is
civilians.
not to be tried at home. I am not responsible if you attempt this in your personal life and fuck it up.
No, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I do it attempt it because his girlfriend has seen it, but like, girl, you know something, baby? I think you should try this next time we in the bed.
Yeah. If her man on that, if your man on that got your man Don't do
I had somebody
handstands
wife.
and yoga and dancing. Don't have them do it in the bedroom on that mattress.
Nah, I
'Cause
had
it'd
to
be a horrible
tell
thing
his
if you
wife.
fell over and smack somebody with your feet.
No, Ty. I had a dude tell his wife, baby, we're gonna try this when we get home. I'm like,
Okay.
dude, you ain't no little dude. You
Hey.
kind of
You're gonna kill her.
all right.
Timber. Bah.
No, when you go up and your weight go and your neck go.
Yeah. Hey, no,
Yes,
I
sir.
don't hear nothing.
Would you?
Well,
I'm
how
sorry.
did he die? Well, what had happened was.
I was watching X videos.
So okay, so since we've all had, some experience in front of the camera, let's all talk about a situation that happened on set that was funny.
Oh, I got one.
So let me tell you about mine first. So I was in New Jersey for Exotica. As a matter of fact, I had just got done shooting with Freaky and what's the guy, King's Adult Entertainment and Carmel.
Oh, you talking about Jeff?
Yeah, so the hotel that I had, the bed wasn't attached to the wall. So
Oh, Jesus.
They broke the
so
bed.
we went to the end of the bed and the whole bed literally flipped over.
That had to happen before.
On
Yeah,
camera?
so
Oh.
no. Once the bed flipped, he stopped filming. But oh my God, when you
Y'all should have
when
kept
you
that on
talk,
camera.
the hotel came. I was mad. The other situation was I shot in New York with what was her name? Kitty Licks and Holla Out. Do you remember them?
Yes, I remember both of them.
We were shooting at an Airbnb. This is when Airbnbs weren't even Airbnbs yet, but we were at an Airbnb, and after we got done shooting the scene, we called Domino's for pizza, and Kitty answered the door naked, and I hopped on Holla and pretended I was fucking him on the couch while the pizza guy came in. And Alpha did not film that. I was so pissed. I'm like, how could you not film it? Because the guy came in, it was this African dude, and he was like, oh, okay, oh my God. And he was just looking like, what the fuck? And I'm like, how could you not get that on film? That was priceless. But anyway, go ahead, Bobby.
My situation, I was doing a shoot just with my partner, and it was this young girl or what have you. Now, mind you, I wasn't fucking in the ass. This was in the pussy. So we going doggy style, I'm going hard. And then I just hear some, and I happen to look down. This motherfucker done shit it all on my damn dick. I said, what the fuck? I looked there and said, so I can finally say that I done fucked the shit out of somebody finally. And what blew my mind was,
Negro,
I
you
wasn't in the
crazy.
ass. I wasn't even in the ass. I was in the pussy and she shit it. And I'm sitting there
You
like,
nasty mother
how the
sucker.
fuck you shit? Oh, you think I kept going? Fuck no, I stopped, goddamn it.
You know you kept going because you nasty like that.
But listen, how did she at some point, even if you were fucking her in the ass, but nonetheless, she had to know she had to shit. And she didn't say, stop, let me go get in the bathroom so I could go take a dump.
She didn't say shit. I'm sitting in this motherfucker like, I just looked at her like,
yo, shit like that gets people hurt.
Okay, so I need to know, did she say anything afterwards? Did she say, I'm sorry?
No, she apologized. She felt embarrassed. And I made her laugh when I said, well, I guess I fucked the shit out you. And she just started laughing. I said, it's cool. I went and washed off, helped her wash off.
Tried.
And then we got back to it.
I wouldn't have helped.
Hold on. That's the second time somebody shit it down and fucked on camera. The second one was actually worse than that because it was doing a reverse gangbang.
Oh, hell.
And we stopped for a minute. And I just so happened to look on the bed and I see, remember when Amber Heard said she shitted on the bed? Well, I had that moment. And then I knew
Bobby,
it wasn't my
what
wife.
is it about you? Wait a minute. What is it about you that makes people feel like they just need to shit?
I don't know. Maybe they come too damn hard. I don't know. But it was
Let me just
funny
take a
as fuck
shit.
because Jenna, because it was funny, 'cause I didn't fuck her in the ass, because normally we do anal.
Mhm.
Jenna didn't say nothing. She was quiet as shit. My wife was like, I ain't do it. Cherry Blossom said, Cherry Bomb said, I didn't do it. Everybody, from the cameraman and all of us, all looked at Jenna. She was like, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'll clean it up. And here's the bad part. Thank God it was dry shit. It wasn't even wet. It was just a turd.
It's still shit, Bobby.
I was like,
Shit is shit.
We get past the yeah. Ooh.
Go ahead, Dallas. Tell
y'all
us the
said
story.
but that was the funniest shit I ever seen in my damn life. I was like, God damn it. Oh man.
I feel like I need a therapist now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shoot,
Yeah.
you talking to a dude that had to help girls get their insteads out when I filmed them. So
Get there what?
instead. Soft
Okay.
cups.
Yeah,
Soft
all right.
cups.
Man, that's
Yeah.
too much. He was
Yeah.
a hell of a producer. I would have did all of that.
No, but see, get
Oh,
I'm
my
a
bad.
bitch and I wouldn't do that shit.
Get off of
no,
me,
but I'm gonna
Carl.
tell you what's funny. Guess where I found out about the soft cups from? I'll never forget it. I was watching. Remember when Showtime used to show those documentaries about Vivid?
Sit down, girl.
Mhm.
And it was Stoya. It was right when she
Oh,
was
he
doing
can't
the
hear
new
me.
Deep
He
Throat.
got the headphones on. My bad.
And she was coming on set and she told the director, I'm on my monthly. He said,
Right.
oh, that ain't shit. Reach in the bag, pulled out this little purple packet, said, pop that in your pussy, be ready in 15 minutes. And she did the same. And I was like, what the fuck? So I looked it up. I said, soft cup. And then I talked to another girl that did porn. She was like, yeah, all the major companies, they don't want to hear that shit about a monthly. When they got money on the line, they about to do this damn big ass shoot. They'll hand you an instead and say, handle that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's where I
You know
learned from.
how many of the scenes that I have shot that I was on my period because I just had so many issues the last year? Makeup sponges saved my life.
Because when you think about it, and see, that's the other thing people don't realize. When you do the major companies, they ain't got time for the bullshit because there's too much money on the line.
I don't have them problems. I haven't had one of those in forever.
I'm going on 3 months.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Do you still have the effects though?
Nope.
Stop lying.
You
You
so
still a
lucky.
bitch.
You
But
so
when
lucky.
that time of
You
the
so
month come
lucky.
around, you still become a bitch.
I'm a bitch all month, so there's no that time for me.
Platinum,
That part.
She said,
look,
That
platinum.
part.
she said she on the period 24. Fuck that.
That
No,
part.
wait, y'all. Platinum. I just choked the bitch out of you. You be all right.
I
You
choked
just
back.
made her smile.
I choked back.
That was she an OG.
I
I ain't
pulled my
worried about
paddle. I pulled my paddle out, whooped that ass. Pew!
shit.
Oh my
Don't have
God.
to do my shit.
What shit you got?
I just look this way. Come over to the dark side and find out.
Well, I'm Dom, so we just gonna bump
Ah!
heads.
I'm Dom too, so we definitely. I am a narcissistic sociopath.
No, you
I can
aren't.
see that.
Really, I am, babe. What do you think the Joker is?
He's just
Okay.
confident.
You missed that part of the conversation. We had a whole conversation about Joker.
We did.
Yeah.
Batman, Joker, all of them.
You spoke about me while I wasn't around.
Apparently,
I want you to
you'll
go
have to
get
go
a.
back. You'll have to go back and watch the episode.
Yeah.
I was
All right,
on
y'all.
a bike. I was on a motorcycle.
Oh, what kind of bike you got?
And a Harley. I was making car alarms go off.
Oh, okay.
Stop it.
Yeah, you were grooming like a motherfucker.
Degenerates.
All right, y'all. I gotta bump off of here. I gotta call the
Yeah,
hubby.
All right,
It's
ladies.
been
because
real.
Nice
it's
talking
late.
with you.
It was
Thank
very nice
you,
talking to you.
Platinum.
Where you
And
go?
Platinum, I want you on the Smokers Lounge. I gotta get you on the
Before you go,
Smokers
though.
Lounge.
You got to tell everybody where they can go spend money on you.
Yes.
Oh, well, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Platinum Puzzy, Platinum PUZZY, and the number 1. And the same for OnlyFans. You can also go to my website where I have 400 plus videos and 260 plus photo sets, like thousands and millions of photos. And that's queenofbbw.com. And you can find me on Bobby's show whenever that's supposed to be, and maybe you'll find me on Dallas's dick one day.
Ooh. There you go.
Waiting.
And I'm going to have to bring you on the Smokers Lounge, Miss Pussy.
Okay.
I'm going to bring you on the Smokers Lounge one day for sure.
Thank you so
All
much
right.
for coming and hanging out with us.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime.
I'll see you in a couple.
Mwah. All right. Bye. Bye, y'all.
Talk to you
Right.
later.
Dedicated.
Bye.
That was fun to have a legend.
Let's wrap it up
Two
because
legends.
it's been almost 2.5 hours.
Yes, yes.
Happening. So I think we're gonna wrap it up for the night. We can still keep talking in the recording, but I love everything. Thank you. Ty, where can they go spend money on us?
Yes.
DMV Head Crew, Princess Havoc Triple X, BCM Amateur Triple X. Just Google us, Chameleon Entertainment. We 9-10 pages deep. And on Twitter, Crew DMV.
Yes.
Ooh, y'all like how I blended into the background?
Yes, you
Yep.
did. You did disappear.
Dallas, where can they go spend money on you?
Damn it, Derek. Damn it. There you go. You can just Google Dallas Strokes and everything about me will pop up. That's the easiest way to do it. Or
like the first 4 pages, Dallas.
Or you can go to Dallas Strokes XXX.info.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. Why you got a .info instead of .com?
I got 4 .coms.
All right.
.info is for info.
We shall talk.
Yeah.
I don't know through your shit.
So with that being said, people, another great show in the books from Causin Havoc here in the Premium Smoke Room. One of 6 wonderful podcasts that you can enjoy for $4.99 a month. Now, with that being said, you know how we end this all day, every damn day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? If you didn't learn anything, smoke this over. Princess Havoc, sign out.
Bye, everybody. Mwah.
See, I do this podcast for one reason only, to give you people knowledge. Kill your misconception, whatever the fuck you think of people in the sex work trade. You can throw that out in the fucking window as far as I'm concerned. I'm here to give you facts. I'm here to give you truth, honesty. And trust me, ain't no apologies here. It's uncensored, to the point. The ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. And every now and then I change it up. I might give you something in the gaming industry. I might give you a therapist. I might even give you a movie director. You don't know what you might get when you come to the lounge. That's the beauty of coming to the lounge. So, that being said, Spotify, Anchor. I even got premium smoke, premium episodes for you to watch. I'm talking about STO, the Smokers Lounge, on all the platforms and powered by Anchor. Sponsored by LSWorld.com and proud member of the GW District Black Podcast Network. Stop fucking with me. Stop playing with me. Come smoke with me. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything.